Welcome to MG Guitar Mods. In this video I'm going to show how I extend pickup wires on this DiMarzio liquefier pickup I just purchased used. I first strip off about 1/4 inch off the ends of the pickup wires. I do this for all 4 of the wires that you're going to have that are shielded. Different pickup manufacturers may use different colors than what we have here. The color of these wires is irrelevant when extending them. The pickup that you're working on may not have 5 wires. So don't be concerned if you only have 2 or 3 wires coming out of your pickup. I just use a simple pair of wire strippers that you can pick up at any hardware store for stripping off the shielding. Now we're down to the last one, the black one, and then we can start twisting up the wire ends. Twisting up the wire ends is quite simple. You just grab a hold of it and twist with your fingers. I like to twist the pickup wire ends up. It just makes them a little bit easier to manage. I don't really like working with frayed ends when I'm working with wires, especially if I have to solder them later. The next thing we need is wire to add to our existing wires. In this video I'm using a 24 gauge wire, and I'm using wire that's the same color as the existing wires. You can always use the same color wire, you just have to make sure that you mark it somehow so you know what wire it originally came from. Now I take those new wires and I strip off about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. You don't have to strip that much off, but I like to have a little extra when I twist the 2 wires together. Because it's the same for each wire, I'm just going to fast forward through this next section. Now I'm going to twist up the 2 wires, the original pickup wire with our new piece of wire. I just cross the wires and start twisting them together. Because I have one wire that's a little longer than the other, I'm going to have a little bit left over, so I just trim that off. I use a pair of side cutters for trimming off the excess wire. Because it's the same for the next 3 wires, I'm just going to fast forward through that part. Now that I have the wires twisted together, I'm going to add some flux and solder the wire. Flux is just a chemical used to clean the area where the 2 pieces are joined together. You can see me spreading it over these connections here. Now that I've got the flux on, I just add a little solder with the iron and solder the 2 pieces together. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe. For all the connections I just soldered, I'm going to add heat shrink over top of each one. This will prevent the open connections from touching each other. Electrical tape can be also used for this. I have a small torch that I use to heat up the heat shrink. You can use a lighter or a heat gun to do the same thing. Now everything that we did with those 4 shielded wires, I'm going to do with the unshielded wire. Now I'm going to add more heat shrink over all 5 of those wires. You could always just use electrical tape for this step also. I like to do this step because it keeps all the wires together. Again, I'm going to use the torch to heat up and tighten the heat shrink. And that's really all you have to do to lengthen your pickup wires. Please leave any questions or comments below, and please like and subscribe if you found the video helpful.